Hello, friendos. As you may have noticed, the mausoleum has been pretty quiet over the past few weeks. Months. Wait, how long has it been? Well, shit, it's been well over a year. Well, I guess it's time to kind of update all of you on that front. For a while, Ghost and I have been kind of juggling and experimenting with some background projects, and, well, ultimately, those ideas kind of fell through. And with that, Ghost has decided to kind of take a less ambitious role with this here podcast. Don't worry though, he still haunts the place, he still skulks around the mausoleum, and fundamentally he is still the mastermind behind all of it. But what does this mean for the podcast? Well, in essence, it's pretty much deader than Ghost. But that's not the reason for this video. The Play Casket channel will be shifting gears from a less improvised, on-the-fly content to more scripted videos for more evergreen entertainment. I cannot personally say for certain how exactly this will look, but what I can say is the videos will come out less frequently, but with much better intent, and that should feel good to watch for viewers basically out there, all 12 of you. And yes, that just means that you'll get something a bit more scripted, basically. But I hope it make it clear that we are still a channel for gamers. What we plan to have here is a variety of content to essentially satisfy all cravings. Kind of imagine G4 before Tech TV, like long before Tech TV. And much longer still before that wildebeest Frosk showed us all the troubles of not brushing your teeth. Cause, yikes. But don't you worry, Ghost will still appear from time to time. He's everyone's favorite undead homie, even my own. As the new channel grows, we will turn and bring in kind of like a new element to the channel, making it more of what pretty much gamers want. And I hope to see all of you grow with us. I know, it sounds a little bit cheesy, but I do believe this new phase will actually be leagues better than a lot of our old stuff. Which brings me to our next point. Our old stuff will still be available for any and all fans and enthusiasts, past, present, and future. And of course, for anybody who thinks that I have the wrong opinion and wants to dig through our stuff to try to cancel me again. Go ahead, sugar. I dare you. In fact, we'll probably consolidate all these previous videos into one playlist for all things vintage for the channel. You will probably see the changes even by the time you watch this video. It will be cleaned up and it will make things far more sensible as we move forward. And part of what we're going to probably do is, near the end of a lot of the videos we plan on doing, is I'm going to probably leave things like what I'm doing right now a little bit more candid and kind of get more reactions from where we're going. So you're going to probably hear me a bit more stuttery, saying and likes a lot more. This here is probably something I would like to do a lot, just so we can kind of air a lot of ideas out and where we're coming from particular videos and ideas and stuff like that going forward. This is, for instance, a good example of this is right now in this video. We've actually tried to get this video out months ago, but there has been a lot of problems that we were not expecting to run into, and it just gave us a lot of conflict for our schedule. And that's one of the reasons why Ghost has decided to kind of do a lot more background stuff as opposed to trying to make time and record with me. That way we can probably make better content for a lot of you guys. It'll sound a little bit more scripted. It'll sound a little bit more cheesy, but I will try to make sure I'm not going to be one of those essay writing YouTube videos where you will have to listen to 30 minutes of me thinking I'm superior. There's going to be a lot of different options. There's going to be a lot of different ideas I plan on making out this way. And I'm going to try to make sure everything still stays within a 10 to 15 minute on the long end for a lot of you guys to enjoy. And of course, exceptions will probably be something along the lines of streaming, or maybe some kind of like collective play that I did maybe for another collaborative channel. But ultimately, you're gonna see a lot of, it's gonna be different basically. And there's been a lot of stuff that came out that I kind of beat myself up over not being able to time this right, but that's almost like our identity now. It's just being way off the algorithm, not in tune with what's trendy, and just basically going at our own pace. It's basically our own identity now. Like if there's a new game that is being announced right now, as this video is uploaded that same day, expect us to mention it like 3 months from now. So there is that. But I do hope for a lot of you guys to kind of enjoy it, and please give us some feedback, what we want to hear. We're planning on doing a lot of interesting like takes and such, not trying to be funny, even though I like being, sarcastic. But we're not trying to like turn into a reactionary channel. We're not trying to turn into anything that's kind of like riding the trend against woke progressivism, against the Gamergate 2 era or something like that. We might comment on stuff, give some feedback and insight on something, and kind of be more observers and kind of reflecting on a bunch of stuff. Even with this video right now, I can probably tell you one of our next videos is actually going to be talking about why classic RPGs are probably one of the most loved. And it'll be one of those shorter form videos, but I hope you guys still enjoy it nonetheless. And I'll try to make sure people understand that like we're just talking about our perspective. We're not doing anything too crazy and trying to claim things are a lot more complex than it really is. And there is also things that people need to consider. I kind of wish I had stuff that was done and ready so I can get the YouTube algorithm right, so I can catch on like the Switch 2 stuff and all that as well, which happened during this recording, and I literally had to edit this video and add this in to kind of just give you guys a concept of what's going on. And I hope, honestly, you guys enjoy this new content. That's all I can really say to that. And that's pretty much it for the video. It's not going to try to be somber malarkey, trying to be like, oh, well, we have some drama and all that. I just wish that we could just do something a bit more fun and meaningful with the channel, even though it might actually essentially prolong our infrequency of uploading. But at least this way we'll have stuff that people can enjoy, even if they're months late to the channel. So I'd like to thank you guys all for listening and hearing one guy kind of give you guys all updates. If you guys want some ideas, or if you guys have ideas to give us, please drop a like, comment, and give us feedback. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.